Welcome, constant viewer, to Eyes Open FX. I'm Ezra. In this video, I'll be breaking down from our technical analysis to our order flow in explaining what actually happened this previous week based on our former analysis on this particular pair and how you can actually have a little trading model in following GU. Alright, so looking at market from this monthly time frame, we can actually see that the market has been bearish based on bearish order flow. So since we have been bearish, what you tend to do, you have to follow what market is doing. All right, because market is always right. So looking at the monthly time frame, you see the bearish order flow, which you can actually see right here. Market creating series of lower lows with lower highs as what is swing point. So since we are bearish on this particular pair, what do? You follow structure on lower time frame in joining market to take the external liquidity, which we are seeing here as what old low, monthly old low. So since this is our old low, which is external liquidity, this is where market is actually what targeting to take what as what liquidity. So since we have been bearish, what do you tend to do? You follow suit. So looking at market from weekly time frame, market traded into uh former structure range and give us what a structure continuation to the downside. So from our previous analysis, we have been expecting this at least these two weekly or up to these 6 to 7 candles right here to the what bearish side. So and we said we expect what a little bullish move around this area. We expect a little bullish move. Now before expecting this bullish move, you have to what expect market to give you what intraday or hourly break of a structure for you to confirm that you will be bullish. Yes, the bearish still remain until it takes this old low. All right, so since we are bearish, so what do you do on this time frame? You mark at your nearest what POIs, your nearest what POIs, where you can actually expect market to what to give you some moves, and you would exercise patience based on the type of trader you are. Now you can't tell me that you are a scalper and you are trading like a swinger. Now you are holding a trade for some months and all of that. You can do that. It's possible. So that means you are not only a scalper. Alright? Understand the difference. If you do that, that means you are not only a scalper. If you're only a scalper, you won't do what swingers are doing. If you are in an intraday trader, you will not do uh what a scalper would do. So those are the rules. You must have what a trading plan and a trading rules. Those things are what will make you profitable. Those are what will keep you in the market for the long run. One thing about market is it has that bit of illusion, so they can actually trap you in a range. Right? They can make you believe that you are actually good at the moment, whereas in the long run, can you actually sustain that profitability? So those are the things you ask yourself. Those are the things that you jot down and see how it will work. And having a special model that at least you might have up to let's say 6 or 7 model, but there must be one favorite one that you love most. Why? Because most times it doesn't what fail. So when having that special model is one of the things that you need as what a trader. So now let's go back to our chart. So since we have here our POI where we expect market to trade into before a bearish continuation. So what do we expect right here? On lower time frame, we look for what a bullish move into this area. Without that confirmation on that lower time frame, we won't trade that bullish move. Alright, so that means we are still bearish on lower time frame. So moving to daily time frame, you can actually see that market broke this structure. And from our previous analysis, which I shared here on YouTube, so I said right here we expect market to give us what we call a range structure, a pullback into this range, and what a bearish confirmation. So and there was news which was I believe that was on Thursday or on Friday. So there was news that very day, and the news was also in our favor. It still uh, went to our direction. So since we are bearish, we continue trading that bearish move. Now, based on this little range, this will be our what nearest range structure from. This is how we do it in our community. We follow market based on what market is actually doing on that time frame. And on trading time frame, there's nothing actually that is not possible, depending on how you master your craft. So on a trading time frame, you can actually see market giving you some swift moves, which you can actually possibly what catch 90% of them, both the buy, and short sell, both the momentum move. But as time goes on, I have been able to be what selecting the major moves that happen because I don't spend much time just like I do before on the chart every day. So I have already have my plan and everything. So I don't disturb myself all the time trading. All right. So these are the part of a trading lifestyle that you have to exhibit. Now neglect those people that actually do like uh, the art as if they know more than others, whereas actually they are not even trading. They only just based on markup and doing some stuff right here and there, and some of them can even go on and bribe some brokers and other stuff. All right. So the main thing you do is focusing on yourself, neglecting the noise that comes from angles. Let's say, for example, Instagrams. All right. So that is that. Now going to our 4 hour time frame, looking at what market did here, we caught even in our community we caught most of those moves, or most of these moves that you actually see here on intraday time frame. So most of those moves before the news, which I don't trade during news any longer, or those high impact news, right? I don't trade during those news any longer. So because of that, that was why I could not actually catch what this buy and this sell. If not, you have seen me in those moves. So that is just that. So the main thing is what how to understand where market is going, where it will stop, and how you can actually join it, right? So those that if you want to learn more about how to catch all this intraday time frame, ice open FX here is your best what solution to understand how our market works, but almost all move that happens in the market. All right, so that is that. Good luck, good trading. See you in our next outlook.